Hi, Dr. Parks. This is my final blog for the 2010 school year. It's been a very, very important learning experience for me to be able to do these blogs and vlogs, and it's really increased a lot of learning about myself. This past week, you'll have to excuse me, I've been sick the past day or two. One of my lovely children must have passed on some sort of cold, but anyway, this week I did a lot of rehearsing with them for the concert that's coming up, but I try to continue teaching these fundamentals and musical aspects through all of that. I got some days where I taught all of the classes and some days where I started trading back off, but this week the biggest thing for me was to learn how to pace myself through a rehearsal scenario. I've done a lot of teaching lessons this year where I've came in with a specific goal to teach a certain concept and work through that, and I haven't done a lot of rehearsing on pieces for performance with the middle school. So it's been really neat this week to try to figure out how to keep the students engaged and to work on certain sections. So we've had a lot of assessment, both by having students play individually and in sections. We tested the chromatic scale this week, so continuing to assess, continuing to learn on their part, now on my part. Discipline has been a big improvement this week, and throughout the whole semester. I'd say that's where I've grown the most, is in my discipline techniques, and I've learned a lot of that from my cooperating teacher. I've also learned a lot of that just by experience, by finding out what works and what doesn't. Such little things as just looks and warnings, to moving seats, to having to write a couple students up. So I feel like I've earned the students' respect, and I feel like once I did that, discipline became a little bit of a non-issue. It took me a long time to do that. I just had never had to work this closely with middle school students for this long of a time. So it was hard to figure out what pace, what energy to use, and now I feel like I'm starting to capture that. My energy's been very, very good lately, and I feel like that's another huge improvement of the semester, where I always have a lot of energy, but I don't always show it. And sometimes when I feel energetic, I don't appear that way. So finding a way to appear as energetic as I feel has made a huge difference. To over-exaggerate everything, to make sure that students realize that I'm having fun, so that'll help them have fun. I've had several students come up to me recently and saying, I'm having a lot of fun in band class, and that means a lot to me, to be able to teach at a level that makes students have fun. Also, through assessment, I've been able to notice that students seem to be learning. I've tried to do this through playing experiences and also through worksheets and quizzes, and those are often revealing. They give me an opportunity to provide a numerical grade, of course, but they're often revealing for me. I can understand what I'm teaching well and what I'm not. I can see what mistakes I'm making and things like that. So as much as they're an assessment for them, they've been equally as important for my own assessment. Overall, I'd say the biggest thing that I've learned would be pacing and sequencing, the two things. Trying to figure out how quickly to move from one concept to another, and in what order, of course. My cooperating teacher has done a lot to help me with the order, and to show me what needs to be done next, and how students learn. And with pacing, the biggest thing my cooperating teacher taught me was that I can't just say something and do it once and they know it. I have to find ways to come back and continue to drill those concepts without making them bored, because once they become bored with it, it's really, really hard to get them to grasp that concept. So trying to keep it new, trying to keep it fun, but at the same time drilling that concept. So we've tried to come up with a lot of different ways to warm them up, to try to get them to use these different concepts. So that's why the music that we've chosen for the concert has been so neat, because we're able to pick music that they enjoy playing, that has these concepts, it has articulations and the dynamics and the scale patterns that we've used. So it's been really neat to see all of that come together. I've really, really enjoyed working at the middle school level. It was something that when I started this semester I wasn't sure how I would. I've never seen myself as a middle school teacher per se, but coming into the semester I was kind of terrified. But leaving now, I realize how important it is for the middle school teacher to be of high quality, to start these kids off right, and to make them enjoy what they're doing. So I feel like I've been worked in a scenario where the students love what they do, and a lot of that comes with their teacher, and I've learned a lot from the cooperating teachers around me, in class and just from the experience of working with these students. So thank you very much for watching all of these, and I look forward to moving on and trying to do this for real next year. So hopefully I have what it takes, and we'll see. I'll let you know. Thanks.